This is a $10,000 fish tank, and over the next 30 days, it'll transform into a huge saltwater reef for the luckiest little clownfish in the world, Jeff. This is one of the most expensive and exciting projects yet that will eventually house hundreds of fish. In the past, we built a 5,000-gallon saltwater pond with 2 giant groupers, pots, and pans, a 4,000-gallon freshwater pond with tons of predatory fish, and our new 3,000-gallon shark pond that is absolutely thriving. So today we're building our dream 1,000-gallon saltwater reef pond, the second edition in the Fish Guy warehouse. It's day one, and the first thing we gotta do is go to the fish store. We went to the fish store to find our first fish for the pond, and they had a ton of awesome fish like hawkfish, little baby puffers, and even some butterfly fish. But nothing seemed special enough to be the first fish added to the pond. But then, as we were leaving, one fish caught our eye. Everyone meet Jeffrey the clownfish. He was in a school of amongst 20 different clownfish, but this one, super orange, stuck out like a sore thumb. His name, Jeff. Jeff has made it. Jack, you gotta beat Jeff, dude. He's all yours, man. Go
He's
ahead.
perfect.
Isn't he perfect? Let's get him in the tank.
Jeff is just a standard Ocellaris clownfish, but for the next 30 days, he's gonna be by our side as we complete his new massive home. The biggest tank he's ever gonna be in.
So while he waits for his literal ocean of an aquarium, we're gonna keep him in this tank right here, make sure he's nice and healthy, and then he's gonna move into his big house.
All right, buddy. Little does he know what's coming his way.
He's already
There you go. That is the most perfect clownfish in the whole world.
He's got the whole 55-gallon tank for himself. This is probably the biggest tank he's ever been in his life. Little does he know, he's about to go in one that is 20 times the size of this. Now we have our fish, but he does not have his home. And we wanna get him out of here quick, so our first stop is gonna be the rock store to get everything we need to build a reef. We are at the rock section, we've made it. This is where we're gonna build our reef. You guys can see they got mounds and mounds of rocks that we gotta choose from, and they are heavy. I'm talking 200 pounds. Over, okay? Very, very heavy. We gotta pick the best ones that can formulate a nice reef. For example, this one right here, it's got some nice caves in here where a fish can swim in and out of. I think I really like this rock.
152 kilograms, 300 pounds. This is a nice looking rock right here. It's got a lot of caves inside of it. Like you got all these little holes, you got a cave here, bunch of spots for the fish to hide. This is the type of rock that we're after. We're actually able to lift it up. Problem is that we got green on that side. We don't want green.
Nah,
We want white.
this is nice.
Yeah, those are the ones we really want,
Oh my God.
but we need a forklift.
I can't even move it.
Like, look at this masterpiece, bro.
Not even that one, look at this one. Look at the hole, look at the caves. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece of aquarium rock.
Oh my God. Come on, you don't think we got this, Chris?
What's the sticker say? Hey Siri, what's 140 kilograms to pounds? 308 pounds.
He's wrecked. That's a nice rock. It's only 60 kg.
Yeah, you got that. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I just feel like, I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like a torn ACL is like coming soon for me.
What?
Should have brought
the rock shuffle.
Should have brought the gloves, man.
The rock shuffle.
Lift
Oh my God. Do the rock shuffle.
Now that is a 10 out of 10 rock structure right here. Problem is we gotta get that to the warehouse and get it in the pond and hopefully not crack it. Shout out to this comment right here that named our axolotl from our last video that we got off the dark web. We named him Groot, and they still happen to have these Groot statues right here. So if you guys think we should get a Groot statue in honor of our axolotl Groot and put it in the fish warehouse, if this video gets 10,000 likes, we'll come back and we'll get him. Now let's load the rock up and go to the warehouse. Now guys, these rocks are extremely heavy. This one's on the small side and it's still about 100 pounds. That is why we need to be super careful when we are putting them in the pond. Any slip, any drop could crack the hull or it could shatter the window, and there goes thousands of dollars. This pond was very expensive and we do not need to break it. I'm gonna fuck my back up, dude.
Careful, careful, Jay.
Oh yeah.
That's a giant.
For example, that rock right there is 150 pounds, and I think my back is done. Ow!
That's a nice rock right there. This was one of the lighter ones. That's why I grabbed
Wow,
it.
are you serious?
Leaving the heavy ones to Chris.
Now all these rocks right here have to go in there, and we have to recreate the awesome rock structure we made at the rock place. That's gonna be the biggest challenge. Biggest rock first. You get that out of the way as soon as you can.
Oh my God.
I don't even know, actually I don't even know if this is the biggest
This
one.
is actually make or break our entire
Do
pond,
not
our
drop
entire
it.
video.
Please do not break this pond.
Do you actually have faith in me to hold this 200-pound
Yes,
rock?
I do.
Easy, Jay.
Something just popped in my arm.
Jay, careful, Jim.
I'm actually not kidding you.
Oh!
Right side, right side. What the heck?
Good. Where are you going?
Right here.
That wrecking ball.
We did the heavy ones. I'm so excited. Hey, and I just can't hide it. Hey. Those are the big boys. We got the small ones now. This is an absolute pleasure. But look how good that looks already.
It's a good start. Let's just build this puppy, get her looking right.
Our rock structure is complete. It looks amazing. We went with a very different pattern, a nice little zigzag. It looks so good, but this is just barely scratching the surface of what we need to get done. And I think we have the most important part coming up right now. Now we get so many questions about where we get these tanks from, and we are so pumped to announce that we have partnered with Aqua Tank Solutions for this video, and you guys can use our link in the description, which will get you 10% off your tank when you request a quote. These tanks are all handmade out of fiberglass, fully customizable to fit any space. You can pick from a huge variety of different shapes and colors, and you can add windows on pretty much any tank as well. They custom tailor your tank to your exact vision and needs. And what is so great about the fiberglass option is that it's so durable, these tanks will literally last forever. They can't corrode, they're eco-friendly, and they're super easy to clean and maintain. So if you're interested in checking out Aqua Tank Solutions, click the link in our description, browse through all the different types of tanks they offer, and then send your customization options, and they'll reach out to you guys with a quote. It's super easy and they're great to work with, so you definitely want to check them out and take advantage of their offer using our link in the description. Now that the reef is built, it's time to start preparing for the addition of water. So the next stop is going to be Home Depot to get everything we need to plumb our filter and pumps. This is the most important step in terms of making sure the filtration is perfect, the pumps are working, and the water is circulating and there's no leaks. We got everything we need, from pipes to 90s to glue to the outtake, and Jack's working on the pipe work. He's the pipe master.
Heads up, Jay. These are some spears, these are some weapons. You should really have to have a concealed carry for these. Like if you had a cart, I had a cart. What are those in the movies? They ride the...
Yeah. Jousting. PVC jousting. We're gonna make it a new sport. Now the most important part, the plumbing. We cannot make any mistakes when doing this, or else there will be leaks. And all of this would not be possible without our amazing sponsors for this video, Aqua Ultraviolet and Performance Pro Pumps. Aqua UV sent us the best products, and they continue to send us the best products for all of our ponds. They hooked it up with the Ultimate 2 biomechanical filtration system, which is gonna run this thing really clean and keep that water nice and clear. And of course, a UV sterilizer to make sure that algae stays in check. They're also hooking you guys up with a 25% off discount code plus free shipping when you click the link in our description and use code AquaUVFG25 at checkout. That was super generous of them, so definitely take advantage of it. They are the best filters in the business. And of course, you need a pump to pump all that water through the filtration system. So shout out to Performance Pro Pumps. We're hooking it up with this absolute beast. The Artisan 2 Performance Pro Pump is gonna really make sure we have optimal flow and that water current is gonna be stirring. They're also super helpful with making sure the pump has the perfect flow rate for your pond. We always call our guy Lee and tell him the size of the filter we're using, the dimensions of our tank, how many gallons it is, and he goes above and beyond with making sure he fits the perfect size pump to make sure our pond looks amazing. These two are a match made in heaven. They work so well together. Highly recommend using them both. And of course, we're as stylish as ever. Check out my Aqua Ultraviolet hat.
Can't beat it, K-Dog.
Yeah, shout out to K-Dog.
All right, let's get a first look at this bad boy right here.
Yeah,
let's
baby.
go.
Yeah, baby. What we love about Aqua UV filters is they are so easy to set up. You pour in your filter media, put the head on, attach the fittings, and you're ready to start plumbing. They also set us up with a UV sterilizer that's gonna keep our pond algae-free and super healthy. The Performance Pro pumps are such beasts. They come pretty much ready to roll as soon as you open it. All you have to do is attach the fittings and you're ready to start plumbing. Now, before we add water, we have one crucial step left, and that is adding the sand and the crushed coral, which are super important to having a healthy ecosystem. Crushed coral is gonna help with the pH and all that good minerals, and then the sand, that's got some live living bacteria in there,
That's some
Jay.
good stuff. That is gonna speed up the cycling process on this pond so much faster. It's gonna be awesome. Now, before we lay our first bag of sand, there's a little bit of debris you guys can see along the bottom of the pond here. We don't like debris. So Chris here.
Break out our handy dandy dry vac, the biggest one you could buy. I think it's 16 gallons. Beautiful. Beautiful machine.
She is a workhorse. So here's the scoop. We got crushed coral, we got normal sand, and the normal sand is what we want to see. It's visually appealing to the eye, but the crushed coral is absolutely vital to keep our water pristine. This crushed coral though is very chunky. It does not look good, so we're gonna lay it right here along this wall. So when you're viewing, it's just kind of off to the side. And the nice fine sand, we're gonna be throwing all throughout the entire pond, getting a nice thick layer so you guys can't see the blue paint on the bottom.
But we have to be super careful. If we knock over even a single rock, it could crack the tank and set us back weeks.
2 bags of crushed coral is inside of our fish pond. Now there's one issue that we have with crushed coral. It is so dang powdery. Like you can probably see it on my hands, it's white. It's gonna cloud this water so much, it's gonna take days for it to clear. We've got mountains upon mountains upon mountains of sand inside of this pond here. It's a glorified sandbox. What do you say, Jay?
It's a sandbox.
It's nice.
Let's turn this thing into the world's best aquarium.
Time to shimmy it all around. I mean, we got mounds of that nice, fine sand. Man, I'm jealous of these fish that are gonna be going inside.
We were super careful adding the sand into the giant pond. Any small mistake could have tipped over the rocks, so we had to slowly add in the sand and push it around with our hands to make sure the whole pond was covered. And the best part is, once your layer of sand is completely laid, it really locks in that rock structure so it won't tip over. The sand is in and the crushed coral. We did not knock over a single rock. The rock structure is safe, the pond is safe, and it looks amazing. It's really coming together. It's got the reef, it's got the sand, it's got the crushed coral, it's got everything you want in an aquarium except the water. I cannot wait to see little Jeff in his giant pond.
The reef is complete, the plumbing is hopefully perfect, so now we're ready for water. Now the first order of business to get water inside of this pond, we gotta call the water guy. Let's give him a call. Hey man, are you able to bring by the salt water today?
You're not gonna want this water, man. The wind's been blowing from the northeast. The water's really, really dirty.
Shoot, how long is it gonna be?
I mean, I would say probably a couple weeks.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Okay, wow. All right. Well, thank you. I'll check back with you. We just ran into a huge problem. No one can deliver salt water to our pond for weeks. The wind has been blowing out of the northeast, causing the ocean to get extremely rough, which turns all that sand. The ocean basically becomes a huge washing machine. The water's extremely dirty, and it takes up to 2 weeks for the sand to settle in order for the water to become crystal clear again. So you know what that means? We've got to make our own water. That is going to cost a lot of money and a heck of a lot more time. But if we want to get Jeff inside of our pond here soon, we got to get going.
That's perfect water. Here we go. It's time to fill up the pond. The moment we've all been waiting for. We're gonna need a lot more buckets. Now, after making buckets for hours and hours and hours, we finally got the pond filled all the way up. The pond is finally filled, and as you can see, it is very cloudy and very dirty. We've also had multiple surprise visitors that were living inside these rocks, like frogs, giant ants, and spiders and crickets. It's been an eye-opening experience, to say the least. But now the most important part, getting this water clear and running the filter and pump, and hopefully there's no leaks. If there's a leak, we have to completely restart. Here we go. We're gonna plug in the Performance Pro pump. Wait till you guys hear how powerful this thing is. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, there she goes. She's running.
Look at that water chucking inside of there. That is a great, great sign.
Oh,
Wait, here we go.
Almost.
Here we go, here we go.
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're spilling.
There's an explosion happening.
Oh my God,
bro.
we're spilling.
Oh, leaking.
What?
Unplugged it.
Oh my God, we're leaking everywhere.
We're spilling big time. Over here.
No, we didn't put the plug in. Oh my God. We didn't put the plug in.
Okay, that was just a bonehead move.
Listen, that's on us.
That's on us.
That's on us.
That's on us. Water everywhere, dude.
Plug her back in for me.
The pond is complete and has been running for a few weeks. It is finally time to add our clownfish Jeff to his 1,000-gallon saltwater dream pond. Jeff is gonna be so happy. This is gonna be like an ocean for him. I love this. This guy's sick. Jeff has been following along with us through every step in the building process. He's been hanging out in his tank over there, watching us build his dream home. And I'm pretty sure he's excited to go swimming in here. So let's get him in. All right, Jeff.
Let's go.
Let's go, buddy. Enjoy your new giant home. Look at him.
Oh, he doesn't even know
He's
what to
such
do.
a tiny fish in this giant pond. This guy right here is gonna live the best life ever. This is just one of many fish that we're gonna be getting for this pond. So make sure to comment down below what other fish you wanna see swimming around in here. Can't wait to see how this tank is gonna come to life and all the fish we're gonna get for it. And if you guys wanna see when we bought a truckload of live fish return pallets, click here and check it out. You'll never believe what we got in that box.